Привет всем! Let's continue to talk about the holidays. I will also tell you here why Christmas in Russia and in Western countries falls on different days. January 6th, Christmas Eve before Christmas. This is the last day of fasting, a 40-day period when believers adhere to a special diet. January 6th is the strictest day of fasting. On Christmas Eve it was not allowed to eat until the first star appeared in the sky. In ancient times, on the night from the 6th to the 7th of January, the night before Christmas, people practiced divinations. On the evening before Christmas, people made predictions about love, money, health, and anything else that awaited us in the coming year. But at midnight before Christmas, girls made predictions about the appearance of their future husbands and about which of them would be the first to marry. Religious people go to church for Christmas services on the evening of January 6th. In addition, on Christmas Eve in ancient times, people caroled. And what are carols? Christmas carols are special ritual songs that are performed before Christmas. With their help, people greet each other on this bright holiday. Caroling is a pagan tradition. After the adoption of Christianity in 988, Christian preachers, having made such a developed and strong cultural and traditional ritual, began to look for a compromise. They found it by combining the practice of pagan caroling with Christmas. The tradition of singing carols is especially common in Ukraine and partly in Belarus and Russia. It's still much preserved in the countryside. Carolers are usually children who visit their neighbors, friends, and relatives and ask for permission to carol them. The host, in turn, invites guests to the house for a feast. Christmas carols are accompanied by various greetings and wishes. After all, it's customary to give carolers sweets, food, and money. Caroling is a real performance in which each participant has his own role. January 7th, Orthodox Christmas. This is a religious holiday in Russia. It's celebrated mainly by religious people. Celebrate Christmas with the family. Some people also go to church. In ancient times, on the 7th, it wasn't allowed to swear or to wish evil on others, even if it was done in jest. You couldn't do household chores, hunt, even comb and braid your hair. It wasn't allowed to visit the cemetery either. The house had to be cleaned the day before Christmas. It's also desirable to wash the day before. Of course, today the traditions are not so strong, and these rules are observed only by some believers. Usually, the celebration is limited to family gatherings. The tradition of celebrating Christmas is not so strong, because in 1929, under the Soviet atheist government, the celebration of Christmas was banned. The official celebration of Christmas at the state level was finally revived only in 1991. On this day, as well as the next day, on January 8th, people rest. Most of them start working only on January 9th. Yes, Russia has a very long New Year holiday. However, looking at a typical Russian winter, we really need them. It would seem that there are 9 or 10 days of New Year holidays. But that's not all. There is yet another amazing holiday in Russia, known as, attention, Old New Year. It's also called the Orthodox New Year. It's celebrated on the night of January 13 and 14. Actually, a few people do celebrate it, because it's a work day. However, it's a good day to officially end the New Year festivities. In total, there are 2 weeks of New Year holidays. Not bad, is it? And this is due to the difference between Julian and Gregorian calendars. Exactly for the same reason, Christmas in Western countries is December 25th, and in Orthodox countries, January 7th. In ancient Rome, in 45 before Christ, Julius Caesar ordered the introduction of the solar calendar. It's called the Julian calendar. Then the year became 12 months and began on January 1st. But there was a small error in the Julian calendar that got bigger every year. Therefore, in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII carried out a reform. The time was moved by 10 days, and the new calendar was called the Gregorian calendars. Now, this difference is 13 days. In the 10th century, Russia adopted Christianity, and along with Christianity, the Julian calendar. That is, the old-style calendar passed to us. In Russia, old Julian calendar was replaced by a new Gregorian calendar only in 1918, after the revolution. However, after the revolution, not only the calendar changed, but also all aspects of life. The country became atheistic and Christmas ceased to be a public holiday. The church and believers continued to celebrate the Christmas, but according to Julian, old-style calendar. That is, on January 7th in the new style. The New Year is already a secular holiday, so it's easy to rebuild it according to the new calendar. Actually, deeply religious people celebrate the New Year not only on January 1st, but also on January 14th. Thus, in Russia, the New Year is celebrated as almost everywhere in the world from December 31st to January 1st. Christmas on January 7th, according to the old Julian calendar. And some people, mostly believers, celebrate their old New Year on January 13-14. I really hope this information was useful and interesting for you. If yes, put thumbs up. If you have questions, ask me in the comments.